Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a NFP today. Let's make sure everything is up and running. We got Zoom over here. Perfect. Oh, we got Cardi B coming in today. Awesome. Never a dull moment without Cardi B. I sent a message on Slack directly. Okay, we're probably gonna take a look at that later on today. Let's see here. First of all, need to make sure everything is up and running here. All right, perfect. So today, pound yen tried breaking above 155,600, couldn't break above this area, came back down. We got gold ranging at this point now. We had a little move down in the Asian session, corrected that entire move. So let's take a look at this over here. 64 seconds in, any trades yet? I wish. I wish you were that good. Let's just see here. So first of all, we have, let's take a look at Forex Factory here. All right, so we got Powell speaking at around 7 a.m. We're not really sure what's he going to say. I mean, that's supposed to be some sort of a, may move US dollar a bit, but not too much as I would think. The main thing is we have NFP. They're looking at really, really good numbers, and we have unemployment rate here for the US dollar. Now, they were looking for really good numbers, and we did have gold move down. You can see this move down. This happened yesterday from a really good ADP and really good unemployment numbers. So now the question is, was this move down priced in for NFP? You know, that's the whole question here today. So let's take a look at this right here, right? Let's take a look at this on the daily time frame. Daily tapped into a liquidity area, 1854. You can see previous daily candle on the 20th May, 19th May came down to the same area and rejected it. We have the same rejection on a daily candle here. Looking at the weekly is also retracing. Now here's the issue, right? Is this weekly candle retracing to continue moving down, or is it retracing to kind of like retrace more to close the week, right? Which may mean that gold may continue moving bullish. So let's take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame. 4 hours is creating a sort of like a support. Dropping down to the 1-hour time frame, we can clearly see that there's some sort of a support forming at 1866. Below this area, we have another support down at 1859, right? And since we have this most recent support at 1866, we also have a resistance at 1873, going down to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we're just ranging at this point. And this is like a 69, 70 pip range. If you drop down to the 15-minute, it's just ranging at this point. Very, very difficult, right? So I would say maybe wait for NFP. 1873 right here. We got 1866 right over here. Please do a weekly trade review video. Market's been rude, very rude. We all need it. Okay, we'll try. How much time it takes to transfer your funds to your bank account when you withdraw from a broker? I think it could take up to 10 days, 10 business days. Roger's analysis is it can go up, but it can also go down. Well, obviously, yeah, right? I mean, from here, we're just ranging. If we break up, we can go up. If we break down, we go down. I mean, you just got to wait for confirmations. Not everyone knows where exactly it's going to go, right? Imagine if it's like, okay, guys, it's just going to go up today. Then what? What if it goes down at that point? Right? So you gotta look at things from both perspectives here. So let's take a look at pound yen. Looking at pound yen from the daily time frame, obviously, so this is what's happening on pound yen, right? On pound yen, anticipated price to continue moving bullish on the daily, but it's actually at the same price it opened yesterday. So we got to take a look at this on the 4-hour. 4-hour, we are also ranging over here. This is a very, very tough range on the 4-hour time frame. You can see candles are printing side by side. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, so we got a resistance 155,600. We got a support 155,330. Looking at the 30-minute, yeah, we're in this range over here on the 30-minute time frame. The whole issue is, are we making a high at 155,600 to continue down to create support and continue bullish? Because yesterday we were looking at buys above 155,600, but that didn't even happen over here. They didn't even formulate, because if we broke above 155,600, there would have been a really good opportunity for price to continue up towards 155,800. Right? So looking at 15-minute, yeah, we're just kind of like, I think we're rejecting this minor zone. So I would be looking for buys above 155,600 on pound yen. So this is what I'm waiting for here today. Potential buys above 155. Let's do 630. Okay. What's this Mr. J chart? This is pound yen. Pound yen got in as we broke the previous bearish candle. Okay. Added risk back on this trade. I think when you added risk back on this candle, you wanted this candle to close. And I guess if this candle closed like a weak bullish candle, I think the probability of price going up from this point, it decreases. So I don't think that was a good idea to add a position onto a weak bullish candle. Pound yen buys above this area, no trade range, sells below this area. Looks good, looks perfect. Looks perfect. I really hope we get a break above 155,600 so we can continue moving up. This is a nice 20 pip range. 18, 19 pip range, still pretty good. What about pound New Zealand? I think you need to send a chart on pound New Zealand so we can take a look at that. Cracked a mental barrier yesterday and finally opened at 2 lots on US 30. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a pretty good risk over there. Very nice. Let's see here. Gonna be a loss today as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really optimistic about NFP here. What I'm thinking is that if the numbers do come up good, right? So they're looking at 645, right? If the numbers do come up good, and we've seen this happen on gold before, right? If the numbers do come up good, there's a very high possibility we may wick below 1866 and then continue moving back up and break above 1873 and kind of like, correct part of this move from yesterday. We've seen that happen. So that's still on the table over here. I passed the 10K challenge a few weeks ago and started an $80,000 challenge. Oh, congratulations. Hey Raja, have you seen this guy, Forex Scalper? He's a big trader. Yeah, we know him. He was a part of Forex family. He stole our content and then he just left. And then he blocked all of us. That's what happened. Okay, see here. Previous results have nothing to do. Okay. Can you talk the fundamental side of gold? Fundamental side of gold based on NFP. I mean, we're ranging at this point right now. That's all what's happening right now. We're ranging at this point. I don't look at any macro fundamentals. I only look at current technical levels and current fundamental events that we have at hand. That's all what I look at. So at this point, we're just waiting on gold. Pound yen seems to be in a tight range over here. It's like a 10 pip range. Is it 10, 12 pip range over here? Nothing to do. Even if you break below 155.470, this range is 15 pips, kind of not clean at all, because if you look on the 15-minute time frame, you see a bit of a consolidation over here. So it's going to be better for price to break, like strong levels for price to continue on. Let's see. Let's take a look at GU. GU, pound USD, daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, currently it's rejecting a support on the daily. Daily, just by if you look at it from zoomed out perspective, went up and it's consolidating at this point. So whenever price consolidates in a very, very tight range, so on daily this is a tight range, right, based on a daily time frame. So it's just we just don't, we have no idea where it's going to break out, right? But what we can do is we can kind of like anticipate where price will move within this, 120 pip range. So let's take a look at this on the 4-hour. Looking on the 4-hour, it's very clear to say that, okay, we have created a support at 1.40, 930. We're possibly creating a resistance here. Need to take a look at that on the 1-hour time frame. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we are creating a resistance right here on the 1-hour time frame. Right here. And we have a support right down over here. Now you can see we're going to adjust this. And yeah, I guess this is an area. This is an area of a minor support right here on GU. So I guess we have this all wrapped up over here too, because if this is a resistance, if you break this area, we have clean candles to the left hand side, right? If you break below this area, you have a minor range going down 15, 16 pips. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at this chart here. Entry at break of high and stop loss was 6 pips under current candle. Okay. I mean, you got stopped out. Okay. The idea was good for price to continue moving bullish. This candle didn't break the high. I guess maybe look at the 5-minute time frame. Maybe look at the 5-minute time frame to see if there was a opportunity for you to kind of like, maybe manage the risk over there. I'm not sure where it was. I think it was right over here, to see if there was an opportunity to manage risk. Probably with this candle going bearish, you could have managed the risk at that point. Can buy gold at this point? Please suggest. How are you buying gold at this point? Look at this. We're in the range over here. You can't buy gold over here. This is a no trade range. And I mean, the time frames are also bearish. Why do you guys want to buy candles that are bearish? Yeah, stop that. Stop that, Mr. Raj Kumar Saini. Mr. Raj Kumar Saini from YouTube over there. Powell speaking in 20 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at pound AUD. All right, weekly is bullish, obviously, right? Really strong bullish candle. Daily is also bullish. Let's remove all analysis here. Looking on the 4-hour. Ooh, we're creating some sort of a resistance here on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. 1-hour time frame is creating a resistance, 1.84390. We're also creating some sort of a support. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute is creating a support here, potential support. The scan is going to close in about 18 minutes. Yeah, I guess we're in this range over here now. 16 pip range. Yeah, if we break this area, I think we have a clean range going down till, 23, 25 pip range on GA. What to look for in Powell's speech? Maybe look for Alice in Wonderland in Powell's speech. I mean, I don't know, man. What do you mean what to look for in Powell's speech? Just let him speak. Let the man speak without criticizing his words. I'm just going to wait for NFP here today. That's it. Let's see here. NFP is the biggest USD economic event every month, so it's going to be interesting. Let's say GJ creates a support. Can we anticipate an impulse entry and the volume to continue pushing up further than 155.630? Yes, but we would need a candle to close above 155.630. I don't think an impulse entry is going to work. If you're looking for impulse entries, here's the thing. If you're looking for impulse entries, it may work above 155.690, right? Because it's going to be above this wick. And if an entry is taken above this wick, this is going to be like, an 11 pip range at this time. So what you would want to see is, what I would want to see is, I would want to see a candle to close above 155.630 and then anticipate the next candle to continue moving up. That's what I would want to see. Because previously, we haven't had any candle close above this area. Look at this area here, you look at this area here, you look at all the way over here. No candles that close above this area, even right over here too. No candles close above this area. So if you can get one candle closing above this area, then I think that's going to be enough to kind of like dictate that, okay, we can now continue moving bullish. Unless we close back in the range, and then it is what it is. GA, do you think in 1 hour time frame we can take a sell when the 1 hour candle breaks its own low? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because I think we'll need to break below this minor support, because we essentially made a high, it came down, and now we're creating a support. Can you do your NFP train analogy? I'm not sure what that is, or I might not remember right now. NFP train, the choo-choo train? Not sure. Price made a high, got rejected exiting the range right here. Okay, candles closed below. Okay, so you took a sell over here, secured, nice, very nice, clean, kind of clean traffic on the left hand side, but I guess it worked. We created support, broke below this area. Perfect. NFP is the train that runs you over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like imagine you've had a very, very tough week. Imagine you've had a tough week, you've been trying to get some profits, not happening, you take a loss, you try to make that loss back, it doesn't happen, and you are like battered and bruised, and now you're like, okay, you know what, NFP's here. NFP's here, and I'm gonna make all these wins back, and this shit comes and just runs you right over. You're like, oh no. The worst thing is you get slipped on NFP. That's the worst thing to happen. Stops get slipped, your buy stops, sell stops get slipped, everything just gets fucked over. There was a time I had a NFP had a buy stop, and no, I think that was interest rates. Had a buy stop and a sell stop. They both got activated. Buy stop got activated from the spread, price went down, activated the sell stop. Yeah, I lost both trades. I'm not sure if this is a wise question, but will NFP affect pound yen? Somewhat, not a lot, but a little bit. It may affect it. I mean, if the numbers are really, really wild, it may move it here and there. Mostly what I've seen is it just like, spikes up or down. That's all what I've seen on pound yen. So we'll see what happens. Hey, imagine if you lose for 1 month in live, these people will stick with you. I honestly don't care. If you go to May 7th, 8:30, you can see previous NFP. Oh yeah, I think we were present for the previous NFP. We did a live stream at that. Looks like pound yen is about to break down over here. Pound USD is also coming down to the support area. I'm only going to be looking for buy stops or sell stops on gold. So we shall see how well that comes up. When a candle closes above resistance, do we enter once the high of the previous candle is broken, or do we wait for a wick down and then enter when the... Both are good at that point. Both are good. If you have a candle closing above resistance, both are good. You can take an entry on the next candle, or you can wait for the high to be broken. If you're waiting for the high to be broken, that's a little bit more confirmation. But if you're entering just as the next candle starts with the stops below the previous candle, then that's still fine. Shouldn't be an issue. But also remember, there's also probabilities, right? There's a probability price may continue on, or there's a probability it may continue back in the range. So you got to account for those probabilities too. Could you give an opinion on this paper trade? Let's see here. How to pay for your YouTube subscription? There is no YouTube subscription. If you want to send me money, I'll give you my PayPal, but I mean, there's no YouTube subscription so far. Man, you guys are eager, man. You guys are eager to pay. I mean, there's nothing. What are you going to pay for? There's nothing to pay for. Close above resistance, okay. Bearish candle closing under support, not breaking the high. Took the candle trade over here. Nice. Range was 12 pips. Trend kind of bullish. Very nice. Looks good. Hey, Wix don't lie. Tell Caesar to respond to me on Instagram. Yeah, don't make that face, Caesar. You gotta respond to this guy. Man, Gulag is calling you guys out now. Shit. When is NFP? Amazing question. Beautiful question over here. NFP is at 8:30 a.m. We have around, an hour and 40 minutes left. We're ranging over here on gold. So this is going to be a no trade range on gold. What I want to see is, this is what I want to see. Before NFP, I want a 30-minute candle to kind of like close like this, either bullish or bearish, whatever this candle is. My sell stop is going to be below this candle. My buy stop is going to be above this candle. That's all what I'm going to do today. Just going to wait for the candle to close and then put a buy stop, sell stop, and then, yeah, that's it. And then we'll call it a day. Does NFP has a impact on gold? No. Took a buy once we broke the high over here. Closed 2 by 3. Oh, still running with stop loss at entry. Nice, very nice. If you can get a break above 155, 600, I think that's going to be a much better move. US 30 sells below 34,000, buys above 34,000. Yeah, I think the news is also going to have a really good impact on US 30 and where it goes as well. Do you have a buy stop, sell stop right now? No. How confident are you on gold? Pretty confident. I'm as confident as can't think of a good analogy, but yeah, I'm pretty confident. Let's see what happens. So I got some time over here. If I look to take sells, is it better to wait for price to break this level or this level? I think it's better to wait for price to break below 155, 340. That's what I'm going to be looking at. See right here, I'm looking at for price to break below this area here. 155, 320, 300 for it to continue bearish. Yesterday you promised that you will post photos and videos when you worked at the oil rig. You didn't. Please share it. Oh, I couldn't even find them myself. Okay, I've been watching your videos for the longest time, learned so much. It took 2 years to work on my swing strategy. It's consistently profitable and I'm starting my funded program next week. Oh, congratulations. Very nice. Where do you recommend learning fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis, you can't learn fundamental analysis, right? It's about understanding fundamentals. That's what it is, Like a lot of people they say, hey, how can you easily learn fundamentals? You can't. It takes a long time because the thing is, fundamentals are changing every day, right? Every day you have something new happening. They're changing over and over and over again. So let's say if someone's gonna focus on NFP, the idea is that you'll have to look at NFP every month it happens and kind of deduce some sort of an idea. Okay, if the numbers were this happened, why did this happen? If the numbers were bad, price moved up or down, or it didn't move in its intended direction, was there a reason why it didn't move in its direction and stuff like that? So when we talk about NFP already priced in with this move down from yesterday, this only comes from the fact that we've seen this happen, over and over again. Because take a look at this, right? I've been trading for about four and a half years now. So 4.5 years, around 36, almost more than, I would say 48 months, 48 NFPs, and really studied every NFP. So it takes time. If you're looking at, let's say, CPI, you're watching news play out, and then you're kind of like, kind of saying that, okay, if this happened, then price moved this way. So you're constantly adjusting and writing things down. The best place I would say is going to be, like, if you really want to try to understand a few things, it's going to be this channel right over here. Capital Hungry. Yeah, right here. I think he removed all his videos. Oh yeah, he did. He removed all his videos. But yeah, this is the channel right over here. He kept the introduction in this one and then this one. Oh well. Yeah, he was pissed. He removed all the videos. He's like, man, all these YouTube gulag people. He got mad at the YouTube chat and he removed everything. Your winning rate in NFP for 40 months? I have no idea. Never looked at that. Do you watch Nelk Boys? Yes. I think Nelk came a long way. They started from Canada. They got in trouble in Canada, went to the US, and yeah, they came a long way. Connected with Dana White, crazy. I want to listen to difficulties you faced at the start of trading and how you were able to achieve consistency. The biggest problem I had when I started trading was looking at charts all the time. This was my single biggest problem, by just looking at charts all the time. And I had to fix that issue. Once I fixed that issue, consistency slowly creeped in. So it takes time. It takes time. But the main issue was looking at charts all the time. You gotta not look at charts all the time. Let's see here. What's your idea about WTI? I have no idea. You have to tread on eggshells around him. Oh, in which city you will open academy? I have no idea. Have you looked at my lending trade? I don't know you, so I haven't looked at your trade. Let's take a look at news over here. Yeah, nothing happened overnight. Absolutely nothing. Has the pandemic reshaped economic inclusion in the US? Oh, man, a lot of things have been changed with the pandemic. A lot of businesses have closed down. A lot of businesses have really adjusted to these new changes. I honestly believe that, this whole working from home thing, this is going to be the norm now at this point. This is going to be the norm, because you got to look at it this way, right? You got all these companies, and these companies, they rent these big office buildings to, accommodate for the space for you to work in. And if they see that they can get the same kind of productivity by you working from home, or even better productivity, I think they'll be like, okay, well, this way we're saving on rent, we're saving on utilities at the building, so might as well let these people work from home. It's going to be normal at this point. Do you do a simulation this weekend? Yes, we'll do it tomorrow. I want to be the new trend. Okay, I don't know what that means. You want to be the new trend? Like a clothing trend? Okay, there are a few savings and a lot of expenses. Yeah, that's true. Like when you're working in a big building, there are a lot of expenses. That's true. What would happen to all the empty buildings, I wonder? No idea. I think there's going to be a lot of office space opened. A lot of office space open. I was talking to somebody and they were talking about how the commercial office prices, they will decline a little bit and then they're going to come back around. So yeah, we'll see. Commercial real estate is dead. Yeah, it's getting pretty small at this point. It's so frustrating about trading that you can't learn it fast. Remember the time you didn't like to study for school and now you want to learn? You got to be patient. That's true. With a $100 account, how many lots should I put for NFP? Depends what your goal is. You know, is your goal is to just gamble away the $100? Is your goal is to maybe risk 2%, 4%, 5%? So so you got to look at it that way. Looks like we're about to break these areas here. Break this minor support on GU. Not interested in these cells at all. Breaking below this area over here on GJ. Not interested in these cells at all. I'm actually interested in cells below 155, 300. Potential cells below 155, 300. Are you using a different account on NFP? No, I'm going to use the same one. But I'm going to use like a lower risk at that point. Why only taking trading section because of his channel? What? Why Raja only taking trading section because of his channel? No one have opinion. I have no idea what that means. Your English is, yeah, I have no idea what that means. Could you take a look at this GJ cell and where would you have managed risk? Where would you have managed risk on this trade? So what I would assume is that maybe you entered right over here, candle closed weak, bullish candle, would have been a little bit like, you know, cautious of that. Next candle closed bearish, closed 50%. Next candle broke the low, closed 50%. Next candle broke the previous low, closed 50%, and then got stopped up. That's what I would have done. I would have closed 50% as the candles that started closing against me, or if they started closing like, you know, with small bodies against me. What's the best indices to trade on NFP? I have no idea. You'll have to take a look at which indices move the most on NFP. I've never looked at that information, so I can't for sure tell you. How many simulation sessions do you recommend for someone who's at the break-even stage? It depends. I mean, I do maybe once a week. That's it. I only do once a week. But the main thing is to just, like, you know, if you're having, the main thing is to just focus on reducing losses. That's the first thing. Just, you know, having a sense of pride that you can have smaller losses. That's the most important thing at the start. Wheat/USD. Oh, I have no idea. Euro USD for NFP. Let's take a look over here. Euro USD. All right, so we're still kind of like consolidating over here. So GA, we're gonna bring up Euro USD. Euro USD. Looks like we're ranging here on Euro USD. Looking at the daily time frame, we're coming down. Oh, we got clean candles here to the left hand side, coming all the way down to 1.20660. 4-hour time frame, we're slowly creeping down. Created a resistance, 1.21270. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we got a support formed. We got another resistance formed. Yeah, I guess we're just ranging here on Euro USD. We're ranging before a high impact news. Do you read books about self-development and finances? No. I used to read a lot about self-development, but that was all. I mean, self-development books are only going to tell you to just keep on, like, you know, believe in the effort you're putting in, right? You know, don't give up, be consistent, give things time. That's all what to do. You know, give things time, be consistent, do revisions of your work, go over the things you've done. Finance books, not really, not so much. Most of the finance I do read is maybe about the news events that happens, or, you know, somewhat like that. But the most of my experience, it just comes from watching price action at one time every day, which is this time, 7 a.m. right now. Can you explain your cells below 155, 300? Yeah, so looking on the 30-minute, 1-hour time frame, this is a deal right here. if we break below, I mean, this range, I'm not willing to take any trade within this range here. Even this 13, 14 pip range, I'm going to stay away from it. I'm looking for sells below this area on the 1 hour time frame or the 30-minute time frame, because this, I think, has a really good range for price to continue down. 17 pip range, 18 pip range if you really want to stretch it. But yeah, I would say this will be much safer rather than within this range here. During ESP, are you more enticed to hold gold for longer, considering you can get 100 pip moves? You know what? I'm only going to hold gold if I can secure my first position at like 15 to 20 pips. And then I'm going to put my stops at break even on gold and let the rest run. Man, if you guys remember, we did a giveaway of the market fluidity DVDs a few days ago, and 2 people had to disqualify them. They sent their full addresses, name, numbers in the email subject. The email body was empty and everything was written in the subject. And I'm like, man, you can't even send a proper email,
You don't deserve it, man.
Disqualified. I'm like, I can't deal with the stupidity. Yeah, disqualified. Millennials can't send emails. What's wrong with you millennials? I lost all my money yesterday. What should I do? You're not going to find it in the market here. That's for sure. I guess you need to go over your losses and see exactly what happened there. See here, views on GBP and ZD. I think you need to send a chart. How many hours a day do you see the charts now? I'm looking at the charts for about maybe 3 hours a day, 2.5 to 3 hours a day. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. 2.5 to 3 hours a day. Oh, we got chakra healing over here. I'm one of the most oldest watcher. Yes, that's true. Let's see here. So we're still in this range here in pound yen, sort of like we're creating a support. I think GA is continuing to move bullish in this range here. Yeah, very true right here. And I think if we break above this area, we can continue on moving further. If this was pound yen, I would have been in this trade for price to continue bullish. So yeah, 12, 13, 14 pip range over here. Let's see where it's going to go if we break above this area. So looking to the left hand side, we have some rejections right here, 1.84460, which is 10 pips away, and then you got this whole range up over here, 1.84500. Yeah, so I would say this is going to be a pretty good area for price to come up into, 1.84500. Oh wow, it's moving aggressively at this point. Yeah, we should break above this area if it's moving this way. 1.84500 should be a good target. Looking at pound yen, looking for buys above 155.630. Can you give advice to a medical doctor who just started Forex months ago? Can you give any advice for Forex as a second job? Thanks in advance. See, if you're going to treat Forex as a job, you're not going to enjoy it at all. It's not going to be enjoyable if you consider this as a job. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were talking about how they stopped doing the live streams because they said it felt like a 9 to 5 job to do a live stream. I'm like, to do a live stream, you need to be really passionate about it. Like I've been doing live streams for the past 4 years every day, same time. And I mean, it requires a little bit of like, you have to be passionate about something to do it, especially when you're trading. Now I understand some people are passionate about trading. There's a big difference in being passionate about trying to make a second income or being passionate about strictly trading. If you're passionate about trying to make a second income from trading, I think that's the wrong approach to take. You need to be passionate about trading to be able to make money from it. Because if you're going to have a losing trade, and if you don't focus on that loss as a way to say that, okay, what can I learn from this loss? It's just going to be pretty difficult at that time. But if you're treating it as a passion that you want to actually enjoy and learn trading, you're going to look at a loss and say, okay, I took a trade, I took a position, it was a losing trade. Let me see what went wrong. Let me see why it was a losing trade. You got to ask those questions why. All right. Oh, spreads are pretty sick right now on pound yen. Almost 1 pip, 1.2, 1, 0.9. Oh, nice. Is that Daniel below you? No, that's Mitch. Is that Daniel below you? You think he got 10? I'm listening to what's Raja saying while mixing concrete. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure I do a very bad job at mixing concrete if I tried that. Last NFP GU moved 50 plus pips. Would setting buy sell stop limits make sense for GU too? I think you mean buy stops and sell stops. It could. It could. Depends on what sort of numbers we see. That's what it depends on. What sort of numbers we see. On NFP. They're looking at really, really, really good numbers over here. ADP came out rock solid over here. Almost 1 million. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of numbers we get. Next stream for Pakistan? Yes, we'll see. That's the plan. Do you think gold gonna move after NFP today, even after what happened yesterday? I think so. I think so. I think it's gonna do one of those death moves. Like it might do a fatality move on some accounts. From what I've seen is it may spike down and continue moving right back up. And if the numbers are good, people may say, oh well, the numbers are good. Why is gold moving up? And it is what it is. We've seen that happen in the past. So we'll see what happens. Still got some time over here. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, fatality move. Gold does those fatality moves. You're like, all right, last chance on gold. You go full margin. Gold's like, finish him. And gold just rips the other way. Like, when your MT4 starts flashing the red banner, when you're in margin call, the red banner goes off. You're like, oh, here we go. Can someone explain what a sell stop is? Yes. So sell stop is a point in the chart. So let's say you have a sell stop down at 1865, right? Let's say this yellow line is your sell stop. If price comes over here to this point, it's going to activate the sell and price will continue down. So you place a sell stop anticipating price to continue moving down. That's where you put a sell stop. You can see right here, we're just ranging. Pound yen is about to create the support on the 30-minute time frame and then potentially may get a break above this area, 155.630. Euro USD, buy or sell, please. Please tell. Buy or sell. I don't know. I guess you gotta wait for NFP. Wait for NFP, my son. Don't get too excited right now. Euro USD is ranging at this point. Can banks see my pending orders? No. Banks don't care about your pending orders. What do you have to say about scalping? It works. In MetaTrader, does anyone know if there's a way to set stop loss without bringing up the order window? And without MK? Yes. When you open a trade, you're going to see a line, right? And all you got to do is click and drag. If you drag it below the entry or above the entry, depending on or buy or sell, it's gonna move the stop loss that way. What do you think about smart money trading? I don't think this concept of smart money trading is actually back tested by people who promote it, or people who promote this concept. They have any what's the word? They have any results to kind of like say, oh hey, look man, look at my smart money concept is work. All right, there we go. We're about to break above on pound AUD. Pound AUD. Pound yen should be moving the way pound AUD is moving up to this resistance. Are you taking the juicy buy on GA? No. I'm going to wait for gold, or I'm going to wait for pound yen to break above 155,630. What do you think about ICT? No idea. Don't really care. How many pips sell stop on buy stop for NFP? No idea so far. Probably going to be around, maybe like 2-3 pips above or below a candle on gold. If you're looking at the 30-minute, maybe above or below the candle on gold. So, yeah, let's see. Do you use support and resistance always when trading? Yes, for the most part, yes. I've always focused on that, and that has given me profitable results. So I just focus on that. This YouTube channel MentFX Smart Money Source show the trades. Oh, nice, MentFX. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look. Let's take a look right now. MentFX. Never give up an opportunity to learn, right? Oh, make money easily. All right, easy money. Last Wyckoff video you will ever need. Fractals, Wyckoff, pullback, structure. To be honest, I tried learning about Wyckoff and fractals. It was really, really complicated, so I stopped. Yeah, let's see over here.
All these lows, and what's interesting is we just draw at these lows, so you know what can you do? You're making demands on 2.0s, and that's where
AUDJPY. Ooh, 5-second charts. These are like small time frames.
the way area that are still left patient for.
Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any trades. Do they show trades? I don't see anything.
Yeah, it plays in around these areas. Okay, now at this.
What's your opinion about EJ? So on the 30-minute, it mostly looks very messy, but on the higher time frame, it has a nice predictable moves because of clean candles. Clean candles. Let's take a look here. Euro JPY. Euro JPY, remove all analysis. Looks like pound yen is dropping over here. That's cool. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily is coming down. We have clean candles here to the left hand side. Looking on the 4 hour, 4 hours coming down as well. We're kind of like rejecting some area. We also broke below this support, 133.640. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, we have clean candles to the left hand side. It's getting kind of messy over here. Resistance, 30-minute time frame. Yeah, I mean, you'll have to see some sort of a rejection from this area for price to continue down, or even a break below, 133.340 for it to maybe continue down towards this area here. What's this? 133.250. 14-15 pips away. But yeah, let's see what happens here on EURJPY. We are creating this low, so we'll need to break below this area or kind of like create some sort of a resistance. Why don't you take a trade if it's clear in another pair other than pound or gold? because I've always focused on pound yen and gold, and I feel comfortable taking trades on these two pairs. Okay, do you add a spread amount so it activates the right place? No, I just put my buy stops and sell stops like a couple pips above or below the candles. Let's see here. How about when you start trading? How many hour watching chart per day? 2 hours? 3 hours? I earn $400 a day. Oh, nice. Good for you. Very nice. You show me how to stick to GJ and gold and be consistent, because before I trade 7 to 8 pairs and always lose, and now you're sticking to 1 or 2 pairs. Oh, very nice. That's amazing. That's amazing. You know, like once you really start to understand that, hey, like, you know, if I only focus on 1 or 2 pairs and that's the only thing I need, I think slowly but surely you do start to get consistent. If not consistent, you start to understand, like, you know, certain moves that happen in the market over time. So many people watching this guy for years, and there are not one guy being profitable, but time will tell you. Oh. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This chart is sent by General. We have a General here in the YouTube chat. Oh, wrong chart sent by the General. Do you trade fake outs sometimes? Sometimes, you know, when they do happen, and when I see them, I'll try to take it, but for the most part, like, you know, we go from what's presented to us. What's this? I have an EA for you that has been profitable for around 10 to 20% a month with 0 losses due to strategy. It has been trading for 2 years. Oh, that's amazing. I think you can put that EA somewhere, and, like, you know, maybe people can get a benefit from it, and in return you can get some sort of a commission. Looks like guys are not happy with Biden increasing the gas prices. Trump was right. Trump said, hey, listen, if these guys come in, gas prices are going to go up. Everyone can afford. Yeah, I also think that with the electric cars coming into the market, they're going to make gas expensive, so expensive for us to not even afford that, you know? And then maybe, like, you know, middle class families are going to start to look at, like, you know, maybe we want to get an electric vehicle now, because that's where we're moving at this point. So, I mean, if they do increase gas prices more, it may push people into getting more electric vehicles. I think that's going to happen 100%. They're going to try to push gas people out. It's crazy how much stuff Trump was right about. Makes you think. That's true. Gulag police. In the last months, your biggest winners are on gold. How long did you take it to smash gold like this? Have you have a tip for starting off with gold? I would say just focus on gold every day. Focus on gold on every day at the same time every day. Don't change the time. At the same time every day, look at gold. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, why is it moving the way it's moving? Why is it not moving where it was supposed to move? You know, because gold is really, really hard. You know, it takes a long time to kind of like understand these small, intricate moves on gold. So, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get used to gold. Do you use a stop loss on during NFP? For the most part, I don't use a stop loss, but I always have my mouse on close trade. Because, you know, when you have a high volatile news event and you're using a buy stop or sell stop, you're expecting price to continue through those areas, you know. And even if it continues, if it goes against you, then there's a very high probability it's going to continue moving against you. So you got to be able to quickly close the trade. All right, we're coming back up over here, coming back up on GU. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here today. Let's see what it's saying. So Chinese indicator is saying pound is strong, dollar is whatever, yen is strong. So it is what it is. I think pound CAD is the only thing that should be moving bullish at this point, but we're looking at pound yen here. When are you putting the trade for gold in, and what's your risk reward? We're waiting for NFP at 8:30. Still got some time. Got like an hour left here. How much was your initial deposit when you first started? 700. Do I need to watch the chart at a specific time during the day? Yes. I think if you're a new trader and you're coming to the charts to kind of like, learn how to trade or make a trading plan, I think the very first thing you need to do as a new trader is to decide what time of the day is going to suit you best to watch the charts. That's the most important thing. To decide what time is going to suit you best. Will it be the morning time, the evening time, afternoon, night time? Because you need to be free of all your household duties or whatever duties you have and just focus on the charts. That's it. That's all what you need. For me, morning worked the best. When I first started, I used to go to my office at around 9 a.m. So I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. and from 5:30 till 8:15 or 8:30, I'd just look at the charts and then I would go to work. And I've stuck to that same time up until then. Let's see here. Raja, is client sentiment important? Yes. This is my problem. I can trade London but also NY, and that's why I overtrade. See, that's the problem. I mean, I can trade Asian session and I can trade New York session and I can trade London close. But if I can trade that, it doesn't mean I'm going to keep on looking at the charts at that time. Sometimes I may continue till London close, but that also depends on your experience in the charts. Biden isn't 100% healthy. Oh, talking about his health. There was a Simpsons episode where Lisa is the vice president and there's a president. He's old and that president dies, and then Lisa, she becomes the president, and then all hell breaks loose. So we got Biden, we got Kamala Harris. They don't call it the Biden administration like they call the Trump administration. They call it the Biden-Harris administration. That's what they call it, the Biden-Harris administration. If this was Trump, Trump would have said, hell no, Harris coming in here, it's the Trump administration. But man, Biden is okay with everything that goes on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I saw on Simpsons. That's it. I'm not saying anything else. Can you tell me how much money you made in 2021 with low volatility? I can't, but what I can tell you is I made more than a graduate makes when they graduate from university. Let's put it that way. Easier. People in India can trade all session. Think about that. People in India can trade all sessions. No wonder Modi has banned Forex in India. They're like, you guys are trading all day long. So ban Forex, ban crypto, ban online selling, ban any way to make money online. Man, Modi came hard with the ban hammer. Didn't Biden want Harris with him to seem like he wasn't racist because Trump was labeled as such? No, I don't think so. I think this is a whole big game. This is an entire huge game, and we're just pawns in that game. What do you think about this trade? All right, let's take a look at this chart. Let's take a look at this chart here. This chart is sent by Mr. Seba. Mr. Seba from the Gulag. This is gold. Okay, wick down, then broke previous top wick. Okay, price came down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you needed candle close above resistance. It was at resistance, I would say. I would say it was at resistance. Didn't really quite. Oh, yeah, it kind of break resistance, came up, came down. So I guess it is what it is. So I think you'll need to look at the, yeah, 15 minutes. See, this is how it closed. Weak confirmation. Looking at 15-minute, these candles basically told you that price is not going to continue up anymore. So you had to manage risk at that point. Your back wall looks so empty. I bet from your trading you've packed everything. Yeah, everything's gone. My back wall, there's nothing on it. Had paintings over here, there's nothing on it. My whiteboard is gone. I had a table right next to me, it's gone. We have this one table in the house now, my computer, and 2 mattresses on which you sleep on. Who renting your house soon? I mean, man, you ask that like as if you know them. No, some people are renting the house. Okay. Can I give you 1 year and you'll be back? No, I'm not coming back. I'm actually very excited to move. Very, very, very excited to move. I think it's one of those, like, you know, when you take these big life-changing decisions and you know that certain decisions are really good decisions. Because here's what's going to happen, right? I talked to my accountant yesterday. Now I know some people don't know about this, or some people may know about this. I talked to my accountant yesterday, right? And he said, well, since you're moving, you're renting out your house. Your primary resident is not going to be here. Your residence, right? It's not going to be here. So realistically, you're not going to be a resident of Canada anymore. Even though you're a national here, you're not going to be a resident. So all the money you make in Canada, it's all going to be, there's going to be no tax on it. There's going to be no tax on it because you're not living over here. You're not working over here. You're living somewhere else. So you'll have to pay tax according to that country. I'm like, all right, perfect. I can pay 5% instead of 17% every year. I'm cool with that. Perfect. So I think based on that, I think it's going to be a very good move here. So we'll see. We'll see how well that goes. So saving on bills and saving on taxes. Canada taxes are too damn high, man, way high. I mean, if your personal income is 200,000, you're paying 70,000 in tax. 70,000 goes to tax, like straight tax. Because like I remember last year I pulled out 200,000 as my personal salary from the company. I had to pay 70,000 in tax on that. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because before that I wasn't even pulling any salary, but had to do some things this year, so I had to take out a salary, and the guy told me, hey man, yeah, it's going to be 70,000. I was like, shit, okay.
And you're gonna save on life cost.
Yeah, exactly. Moving to a developing country has the downside of violence and poor education. To be honest, I think primary education there is way better than in Canada. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we follow the same education rule as the UK. We have O levels, and then we have the A levels over there. You know, so it's pretty tough. It's way more advanced than your typical high schools here in North America. What will you do with power cuts? Where we're moving, there are no power cuts. There are things you can get to have no power cuts, basically. How old were you when you came to Canada? How old were you when you first came to Canada? I think I was 25. 25, 26. If we have some rejection at the 1 hour time frame, which is better than doing impulse entry, is it after the price broke the previous or the one? So if you're looking at the 1 hour time frame on pound yen, I would want to see a candle break and close above 155,600. Break and close above this area, 155,600. To be frank, with money, no matter where you live, you can get world-class education. That's true. I think last full year, I've been telling people to start something online. You guys got to start something online, whether it's the business, consultancy, services, whatever that is. Just start something online so that I would say if you consistently do something online, it's going to take 1 full year for you to be able to generate enough income to pay for your expenses, and probably like, in the next 2-3 years, give you the ability to move or live wherever you want. Wherever you want. So what's happening to me right now, this was something I envisioned 4 or 5 years ago, to be able to make enough to live wherever I want without any restrictions. Come to Brazil, forget other places. Yeah, Brazil loves me.
And we love Brazil women.
Yes, we love Brazil. With the internet, though, you can get world-class education plus real-life education. That's very true. All right. Do you like Bakar Zaka? Oh. I do e-com as well, but trading easy money, no regular business issues. That's true. Trading is the best way, is the hardest way to make easy money. That's what it is. That's what I would say. Trading is the hardest way to make easy money. What's your advice on trend lines? You can use them if you want. I just don't use them. I just don't use trend lines. I think if I use trend lines, they will contradict with my zone analysis. So, for example, if I do a trend line like this, it just, sure, right? That makes sense right here. Do we connect the tips? I have no idea. Connect the tips like this. Yeah. As a business owner, do you pay less tax as a regular employed person? Yes. As a business owner, you pay less tax. I have a corporation. Corporate tax for every 500,000 you make is around 13%. If you make more than 500,000, then you got to pay 17% on top of that. So let's say you made 600,000 for the whole year, for your corporation. You pay 13% on the first 500, and then you pay 17% on the next 100,000. So that's the tax. But if you make the same amount as personal income, the tax bracket is way high at that point. What are you going to miss most about leaving Canada? Some things, not a lot of things. I still have friends. I'm not gonna. It's very hard to miss something you're not attached to. I don't think I'm attached to anything so far. So I don't think I'm gonna miss anything. What's expectation for today's reading? I'm expecting price to, we'll see what happens. We got NFP here. Gold is ranging at this point. We got around 50 minutes left for NFP. 50 minutes left. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see here. There are many traders living in Bali. That's true. How do you kids feel about moving? They're too young to even understand what the fuck is going on, so it doesn't really matter. You honestly amaze. You have such a mature mindset. You're only 34, but you have the wisdom of a 60-year-old banker. Oh, 60-year-old banker. That's a good compliment, I guess. What's your suggestion if you see clean candles to left-hand side on higher time frame, but choppy on lower time frames? So, okay, so if you see choppy candles on the left-hand side on lower time frames and clean candles on the high time frame, I would still go with that trade because, like, so for example, let's say, right, let's say we have 15-minute time frame, and if price breaks above 155 600, and we can say, okay, well, if we're breaking above this area, then there's a probability for price to continue moving bullish. But the problem is we have consolidation here to the left hand side. So how well will move above 155 600? But if you look on the 1 hour time frame, we have clean candles here to the left hand side, right? So at this point, we're going to trust the higher time frame. We're going to put our trust in the higher time frame, and we're going to anticipate the higher time frame to continue moving bullish. And we're going to look at the smaller time frame and say, well, we're going to trust the higher time frame, because in the past, when we've seen consolidation to the left hand side, there's only one way how price is going to move through that consolidation, and that's going to be with a lot of volume with 1 or 2 candles. So that's what we can expect here once we break above 155 600.
Can I add to that?
Let's see here. Is there any option to get rich while we sleep? Yes, real estate. I need a good broker. Well, there are a lot of options out there. Why don't you promote Black Bull anymore? Sometimes in life you meet people who only go to places where they see benefit for themselves. If we have a rejection on 1 hour time frame, okay, I already talked about that. Can you start posting Zoom ID on the Forex family chat? No, there are trolls over there, so I can't. The trolls there, they disrupt. They disrupt the live streams here. All right, what's the losing scenario using this strategy for NFP? Seems like a sure win. A losing scenario is where your sell stop gets activated or your buy stop gets activated and price moves the opposite way. That's the losing scenario. And when that happens, you call it a day. I might try to do some cowboy moves here today, so let's just make sure no one copies me.
Congratulations then.
You know what I'm gonna try to do, bro? If let's say gold spikes down, I'm gonna try to buy it at the bottom.
Makes sense though.
Yeah, I'll try to buy it because I've seen that happen a lot of times.
I mean, the daily, it's crazy to believe that the daily is gonna reject that 1855 with it, which did yesterday, and it's gonna close bullish above the 1880s basically. If it's closing 1880s next week, holy, it's gonna be bear buys and bear buys because it's rejecting that level basically, man. That previous rejection on the dailies as well. So yeah, that area right there. See how that nasty rejection, and that's the beauty of gold. Gold tends to reject exactly the same areas that rejected it before. So pay attention. I mean, the buys from the dip today make sense, to be honest. Now, how deep can gold go? I mean, 1850. I don't see anything more than that. But we can easily catch those sells, at the break of the 1866, basically. It's gonna be a quick drop. But I mean, it's crazy to believe that the daily can easily close bullish above the 1880s. And this nasty range, I mean, the problem here, Raja, to be honest, last night, I don't know if you did, we catch this move, the sell-off on gold. And the problem here is this area over here. This is a 100 pip range in this area. basically. This is a 100 pip range. So anything that can break outside this area will drive price easily toward this key level right here, 1880s. Now the problem here is that sometimes you get those moves to the upside. Candles are closing below this range, deep retest to the downside, and later on you get those moves to the upside. But when the moment comes that you have a candle breaking outside this area, basically for the bullish run, I mean you can go for it above the 1874, but you need to wait for a candle closing above that area, at least a 5-minute candle. I was watching the replay from yesterday. I wasn't here yesterday. I was watching the replay, and those sales on gold made sense. It was a little bit too early, in my opinion, yesterday. That's why you had the pullback. But when the volume is good enough, we know that the trades play out really nice. If you have a candle closing like this, at the break of this high over here, oof. You just need to manage risk, because you don't want to see the candle pulling back toward this area right here for the continuation. And that's basically the daily. Other than that, fighting the I'm telling you, it's a delicate situation, because fighting the previous daily candle held bearish is really hard. But we know that gold tends to reject those kind of levels, and 1855 was one of them.
Hey Kevin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, bro.
Yeah. And in this case, will you focus on 5 minutes or 50 minutes?
I will say 5 minutes will be good enough, because if you wait for 15 minutes, depending on volume though, because if the 5 minute that close outside this area, let's say is 9:15, let's say from 9:10 to 9:15, after having after the 4-hour candle basically created a rejection to the downside, basically coming from 1866 somewhere there, because what you want to see you need to pay attention. All the higher time frame needs to align, before taking any trade. If the 4-hour pulls back toward this area right here, and you get a long wick coming from this area, candle that can easily look like this. Hold on, give me 1 second here. So a candle that can easily drop toward this area, reject that 1865 basically, but the body of the candle closing inside this range. The moment you see candles pulling away from there, and you have a 5-minute candle closing outside this area at the break of this high, go for it. Don't try to take it at the closing of the candle, because if you don't wait for the closing of the candle, most of the times price will do something like this, like it's coming this way, and all of a sudden you try to take it here, but you have a previous rejection from here. This is the 1875, and all of a sudden you have a rejection from there, and when the moment comes, this body of the candle close back in this range, and then it's gonna have you here for a little bit more, before taking the other break. But you need a body of the candle closing outside this area right here, and at the break of this high, then we already know where it's going. 1880 will be really nice for today if we get some sort of buys, but based on previous data from yesterday, we know that gold can easily continue smashing, take profits to the downside. Impulsive sells, I will be hunting for impulsive sells below 1866, at least to get a decent move toward 1862s, somewhere there. But you have to be really, really quick on your fingers to secure those profits.
Okay, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, man. I wanted to say something quickly.
Yeah.
I know the New York streams are stopping for 3 weeks, so I wanted to tell you guys, for the people that are on this, look for a New York session. In between those times, I will provide them for you guys. So I'll take over for rakeel for a little bit, and until he comes back. So I'm Luke from Luke Trades London. So yeah, that's just wanted.
Thank you for the announcement. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Just quick. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Are you ready to trade on the afternoon now when you're yeah, it's going to be afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be good. This will be good for gold.
You're looking for sells, like you're considering taking impulsive sells and then buy the dip on gold?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a buy stop and a sell stop. If sell stop gets activated and goes in profits, I'm going to secure. And then I may enter buys somewhere. Yeah, that's the thing, man. 63, 62, or within this whole area. Like this whole area. Because things can come down, wick down, and then continue moving up.
Yeah, that rejection, basically, that's the rejection that I want to see.
Platform was a great movie. Thanks for suggesting. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Platform was an amazing movie.
Yo, Raja, I just watched that movie yesterday too. I couldn't believe it. Actually,
It's messed up, right? It's like, whoa.
yeah, no, like it was twisted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like if you're at the top, you're getting the best of the best food. If you're at the bottom, you're getting feces and chicken bones and garbage. Movie's name is called Platform. Really, really good movie. I suggest everyone to watch this movie. It's a real mind twister.
I wanted to say something, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of gross. It's kind of gross, but yeah.
Yeah, really good movie. Let's see what the trolls are saying about this movie.
Nah, man, that movie is really good. Came across it on Netflix about maybe a year ago.
Yeah. Netflix is increasing their taxes in Canada. Yes, Netflix prices keep on going up. Can Kervin? Oh, hey, make the screen clear like before. The screen is as clear as it can get. You need to adjust your buffering rate over there. What do you think about the 1873 buy stops? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea, 1873. But I guess you'll have to see where the 30-minute candle is going to close, the one that closes right before NFP. That's what you would want to see. Are you watching the fight on Sunday? Yes. Yeah, the Sunday fights are going to be amazing.
You saw the rules for the fight?
What are the rules for the fight?
Basically, they're not scoring any rounds.
They're not scoring any rounds?
Nah, they're not scoring any rounds, and there's not going to be a winner or a loser.
Oh. So even if someone gets KO or TKO?
Yep.
Interesting. 100% I think Floyd's going to win. No problem at all. He's just going to gas him out and that's it. He's too fast, man. He's too small, too fast.
Hey, Raja, would you be interested in setting up a Forex boxing event?
Forex boxing
For the
event?
community?
It sounds clutch.
They tried to set that up between me and Sean Lee, but then he never came back when I was in London. Yeah, when I was in London, but it never came back.
That means you're still down.
Yeah, still down.
Set it up, Raja. I want to go in the ring with one of your boys, man.
With one of my boys. Let's see here. Anyone else here a full-time trader? Oh. What do you think, or do you have any thoughts on what's this? Pound NZD? I have no thoughts on pound NZD. As a pair to trade, I think it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty volatile. Pound NZD. It's pretty volatile. Like it moves a lot. It moves almost the same as pound AUD. So like, it depends on what the market structure is right now and what you're looking on pound NZD. Let's see here. Yeah, see, we've just been ranging on gold since we came on the charts. Nothing. Pound yen, nothing. Pound AUD, nothing. Pound USD, nothing. Nothing's happened so far. Absolutely nothing. If price breaks up on gold, how much do you expect it to correct itself? I would say at least till 1882. That's about almost 9200 pips from the break above 73, 74. 82, 83, at least till that area. Yeah, boys. Waiting over here. Euro JPY also ranging. What's your opinion on Euro GBP? I think you need to send a chart. Is there any live NFT trade today? Live NFP? Yes. We're going to do a buy stop and a sell stop. I'm going to do a buy stop and a sell stop because there's no we. Do you think moving out of your comfort zone is important in trading? Properly learning a new pair or trying to catch bigger moves? Yeah, I think so. I think so, moving out of your comfort zone. I think the main thing that you can look at when you talk about, moving out of your comfort zone is to really execute on trades. I think most people, they can see trades moving, they can see moves happening, but they don't want to execute because they're afraid or they don't have enough confidence because they've taken losses in the past. So it's very important to kind of like execute, because here's the thing, I always say this, right? Whenever you execute or commit to a trade, you have committed to greatness, right? And the way I mean by that greatness is because if that's going to be a winning trade, you can do this over and over again. The same thing's going to happen and you're going to execute the same way again and again and again and again. But if that's a losing trade, then greatness comes to the fact that, okay, now you can learn from that loss and try to see what did you do different. Like, did you enter too early, enter too late? Did you move your stop loss? What happened? Because that same opportunity is going to happen again. And if you've learned your loss from that first time, you're going to identify it the next time it happens, and then you're probably not going to make the same move. Canada will miss you. Canada will probably miss the amount of taxes I paid. That's the only thing. That's the only thing Canada's going to miss.
That's
Exactly.
You know how it is, my brother.
Canada, oh, Raja, don't leave. Don't leave. Fucking, we pay all the taxes and all the money goes to people who can work and they don't work and they collect welfare by sitting on their asses. I hate that.
That's true. Roger is right.
There are a lot of young guys who collect welfare, social security, and they can work. Their arms work, their legs work. They just don't want to work, and they're a burden on our economy.
It's the system that created those leeches, man.
Yeah. And now we got the CERB. Now we got UBI coming on. Like all these payments, where they're going to get the money from it? From our taxes. That's where all this money is going to be generated.
Gotta pay it back somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Come to South Africa, then you will experience taxes. I don't know if you're aware of the head and shoulder pattern. Oh, really? It's a bullish chart pattern. If you look on gold time frame, you could spot it, especially on a line chart. All right. Oh yeah, I can see kind of that. got a shoulder, got a really long head over here. Got another shoulder. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Shoulder, head.
It's like it's curly, right?
Speaking of head and shoulders,
Doesn't look like a head and shoulder at all, man.
yeah, you look at Bitcoin as the biggest head and shoulders.
Yeah. Ooh, GU is breaking up over here. Got 2 minutes left. Let's take a look at this over here. Weekly time frame, daily time frame.
All I see on BTC is 30,000.
Oh yeah, this is gonna fall more.
Yeah.
This will fall more, and this fall is going to be like people are going to say, "Oh, okay, perfect. We've reached the bottom. We're going to go up, and it's going to fall more." And everyone's going to say, "No, what's going on over here?" It's coming. It's coming in. Oh, US 30. US 30 is also ranging at this point. Remove all analysis, look at the 4-hour time frame. We're ranging over here. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, we're ranging. We'll see how NFP affects these things. In smart money concept, clean candles are identified as an area of imbalance and price tends to go to that area. So I think most things in FX are the same, but identified differently. That's true. That's true. The way how I identify those things are just basic, making it really easy for myself to understand it. If I see clean candles to the left-hand side, especially let's say on the 1-hour time frame, I'm going to say, okay, you know what? This is an easy trade area. So yeah. Till now, I just had bad experience with NFP. Hope today I will have a good experience. Oh, nice. So far you've had bad experience with NFP and you're expecting today to be a much better experience. Well, well, well. Let's see what happens today. No trade so far today. Are you going to place buy stops and sell stops for NFP? Yes. Yes. I will be placing buy stops and sell stops. And we shall see how that goes. Most times what I'm going to do is, if I look at my chart right here, this is what I'm going to do. This is the 30-minute time frame. I'm going to put buy stop above the candle somewhere over here and a sell stop below this 30-minute candle as it closes. So still got around, 28 minutes left for it to close. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see where the candle starts to close. How many pips do you place above, below? Probably around 2-3 pips. When you'll tell us about sell stops and buy stops when the time comes. Yeah, we'll see. Because gold.
Roger, if you wanted to take a break from like answering questions, I'm sure we'd be like totally cool with it.
Oh no, that's fine. That's why I'm here. Yeah, because at the same time, I have to we have to realize that every 5 minutes there's someone new coming into the live stream, right? And they might have the same questions, so it's really fine. G just coming up to this area as well. Oh wow, GU is gone.
Hey, good morning.
Hey Mac, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Yeah, GJ's breaking up.
GJ.
Mac looks like he woke up in a trade.
Yes.
I'm here for NFP and I'm leaving.
You haven't slept, huh?
Nah, I slept. I just woke up.
Uh,
I don't know.
Wow, there goes GU. Looks like we're going to continue up towards, I'd say 1.41460 here. 10 more pips. Pretty big break here as soon as the candle started.
He's leaving the room just before the NFP.
Yeah. GU's like, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm heading out.
Trade now. You know how much this ad costs? The cost of this ad right here is around $8,000 a week.
Wow.
Yeah, $8,000 a week. This ad right here.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. IC Markets got money.
Mm-hmm. And Forex.com too.
Yeah, Forex.com too. Like these are, this one costs around I think 3,500.
Half? Chilling.
3,500 a week.
It doesn't move.
Hey Raja, in your experience, how many pips does gold move on NFP? Most I've seen it move is almost 180 pips. Least I've seen it move is maybe like 4 or 5 pips. So it's very tough to say. Oh, GA is also about to leave the building over here. Honestly, I would say wait for the candle to close. Especially on GJ over here as well. 155, 630. Yeah, got 9 minutes left. But oh yeah, I guess this will just continue moving at this point. This will be potential cowboy entries, I would say. 7 pip stop below the current candle, anticipating it to continue to 155, 800. You know, I would really want to say that maybe wait for the candle to close right here. But as you're waiting for the candle to close, it may just continue moving up as well, you know, on pound yen, because pound yen has a lot of volume. Yes.
Life risk.
I'm not in this trade. I'm only waiting for gold. I'm only going to do NFP today. Raja, my screen is before 15 minutes. I can't follow you. Everything finished when I follow you. Oh, your screen is 15 minutes delayed. Oh, so when you follow me, everything finished. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's it shouldn't be a 15-minute delay, maybe like 15-second delay. All right, GA is also breaking about 15-minute candles about to close. We have around 20 minutes left for NFP. Interesting, interesting. Do you focus on gold today? Yes. We focus on gold today. Why is Luke trying to scalp your YouTube viewers? Tell him we'll hit his stop loss. I'm pretty sure the gulag can hit anyone's stop loss. How are you predicting gold price to drop then bull? Is there any other news other than the NFP? I'm only predicting gold to drop and then continue bullish is based on experience and based on that we've seen that happen before. So we'll see. We'll see how well that plays out in about 20 minutes. Till then, you just gotta chill out, man. You gotta relax. Someone's out there, maybe taking on trades. I'm out here just waiting for NFP. What's this? Even if news is good for USD, yes, because I believe that these bearish moves we had, these were basically priced in for NFP. I think. And if that's the truth, then maybe this move down was a huge liquidity grab or a fake out to continue moving back up. So
yeah. So basically, what happened yesterday during the Asian session, what was supposed to happen today? No.
Yeah. Buy stops on corn and wheat. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can put a stop loss on corn if you got cavities, because corn gets stuck in teeth a lot. I'm not sure if you're being serious or not, but yeah.
That thing is expensive.
Fixing cavities, root canals, man.
My tooth is hurting like crazy right now. Just thinking about the $700 I gotta lay out.
I have an alicate. I'm going to New York.
The pliers just.
I have my pliers. Yes, I have my pliers up. I'm coming to New York.
Oh yeah,
Right,
pound yen is gone. It's gonna continue on over here.
Yeah.
155, 800. Are you not going to enter GJ if the 15-minute candle closed above the range? No, I'm waiting for gold. I'm only going to execute on gold today. That's it. That's the plan, and that's what we will execute on. Oh, GA is also breaking above. Can we look at USD ZAR? I think you need to send a chart, and then we're going to take a look at that. Wait for this candle to close on 5-minute. Yeah, 15-minute candle is also about to close. What's the dumbest question you ever got regarding trading? I still get those questions. I mean, in the Gulag, we still get those questions. The question is, hey man, when will the 30-minute candle close? I think this just tops the most dumb question someone can ask.
I remember that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will the 30-minute candle close? Can't even Google that. That's so dumb. I have no plan for news and always been battered by them, so my plan is no trade during news. I close every single position before news. It doesn't matter if profit or loss. Oh, that's a good idea, Ray Daddy. Ray Daddy, that's a beautiful plan. Just close everything and then just watch. What I want to see is, can I risk part of my profits today? Maybe 50% of my profits today. Yeah, you should. Well, there you go. That's bad influence right there. Yeah, man, for sure. Go ahead.
Don't do that, bro. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah, we'll see.
This is the type of friends that you need.
Let's see here. You haven't said what thoughts about scalping. I think scalping works. I mean, what other thoughts do you want me to say on scalping? What else should I say on scalping? Are they going to be delivered gold to my house if I buy right now? Probably they will. Yeah. So take a look at this 4-hour. We're bullish at this point. The best scenario is going to be that the buy stop gets activated And the 4-hour candle continues moving up to fill the wick at 1875. That's going to be the best possible outcome on gold. Are you going to be trading while stream is down? Yes. What are your spreads during NFP? Spreads during NFP are pretty high. They go till about, 4 pips, 4.5 pips on gold because it's a high volatile news event. And it looks like we're pumping up over here now in GA,
Yeah.
GJ. Do you put a TP on pending orders? No. What's this question here? Does your last day Raja? I have no idea what that means. Does your last day? What time will 30-minute candle close? Okay. All right. 15 minutes left. How many pips above is your buy stop? We'll see. Probably around 2 pips, 3 pips. Look at this candle.
Wow. Look at this 15 and GJ. It's just pumping. Oh, close with a wick to the top.
Yeah, I think it's going to continue pumping.
Yeah. I think it's NFP might whip it a little.
Whip down before the continuation.
I'll just whip around.
Oh.
I got no wick on my 15, but on TradingView it's got a wick.
Drawing.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna draw one on my monitor.
Taiwan and baht reference rate. Buys above here, sells below here. Yeah, it looks good. Just got to be aware of this dot right over here, this pimple looking thing here, this tick. You may want to be cautious of that, but below this area you got clean space. Above this area you got a lot of space over here. So yeah, looks good. Just need 2 more pimples above 1.12 and we can continue bullish. Someone in the gulag is going to open the Taiwan chart. Oh yeah, looks good, bro, looks good. Amazing analysis. All right, gold is moving bullish over here. Amazing. Are you still going to be trading in Pakistan or are you going to retire from Forex? I will still be trading.
I think we're going to get good news, and price is just grabbing liquidity on its way up right now for the drop.
You think? What's the forecast on the numbers?
They're looking at around 900,000.
Almost a milli.
Yeah.
Yeah, last month was a quarter.
Yeah, they said 900 last month too.
Yeah.
For the forecast, news needs to be really good.
Be like 500 plus.
You know how gold behaves. Gold doesn't give a f about the numbers. When there's big wells grabbing price because they got a really good price right now, I mean, they're gonna start pumping this price and not coming back down if they want.
Yeah, the forecast is 645. Last month was 990.
And then, the problem is that the average trader, out there, they're gonna say, oh, the news were good, so gold needs to, drop and drop and drop, and they're gonna be with bear sells and gold is still pumping to the upside. So, yeah. You gotta trade what you see and know what you believe.
Haven't been in here in a while. Are you moving permanently? Why you don't mind me asking? NFP will send gold in USD bullish. I see inverted head and shoulder pattern. We shall see, man. We shall see where we're going to move. We shall see. Are you in any trade here? Nothing yet so far. How much are you risking on this NFP? Probably like 1%, 2%. Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Interesting things happening. GA continued bullish. GU continued up to this target over here. GJ needs to continue up to the target here. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to gold. I'm going to lower this a little bit. I'm going to try to put sell stops below this 30-minute candle. Oh. Sell stop right here. Buy stop is going to go above this candle, but since this candle is open, can't really place it at this point. So we'll have to wait.
Looks like gold is gonna leave the room before NFP as well. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Got 10 minutes.
You can put the buy stop just above the wick there, maybe. If it doesn't go now, of course.
Yeah. We'll see just before the news. What if the spikes trigger both orders on both sides? Well, then it is what it is. That can happen. And you got to be okay with that. Then it becomes a delicate situation. Both orders get activated. You're like, oh. And then you close the one which you see, well, let's see. Just close one. And then hope the other one goes in profits. I'm probably just gonna close both positions if that happens.
Close your eyes.
Took the hoodie off. He's getting ready.
Kerbin's ready to start sweating now.
Yeah, kind of delicate situation.
Raja?
Tiger?
I wanted to ask you, so they're not going to be Zooms, but are you still going to be on Slack or something, helping people?
Yeah. Like I'll try to be as active as I can.
All right. And we'll be probably looking for someone else to take over the stream.
I mean, if someone wants to take initiative, then that's fine. Other than that, I mean, I don't have any.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Luke trades London.
Luke trades London. Where's Uncle Ted? I have no idea. Busy making 200K. I thought
Hey,
these.
Raja.
Yep. Anuj.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Just wanted to say hi. I was actually streaming side by side on my channel, and so I thought I would just pop in the stream and just say hi. We actually did an analysis on GA, and that was a buy analysis and went up like 15 pips, pretty good.
Oh, nice, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Being consistent every day. Thank you for your words. Thank you for your support. Every day, I just want to thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. You're welcome. All right. Looks like we're coming back in the range over here on gold. Back in the range. This is great because I mean, if this candle closes a weak bullish candle and the next candle breaks the low, I think there's a very good probability we're gonna move down with news at least till 1866 and could possibly get that breakdown. All right. Why is GJ not moving? I invested a buy.
He invested a buy.
Looks like you need to invest more. It's too
Yeah.
low.
And yeah, I think you need to put more money in. Everybody tries to sell their channel. It is what it is. We can, it's good. It's good initiative that now streams are popping up at this time. I think that's really good initiative. Could you stop eating while speaking? I'm not eating anything. All right. Do you see me eating anything? I was gonna say if you can hear me, but you can literally see me. All right. I can and will shut them all down at your word, sir. Well, Gulag police, I think you need to be police in the other gulags as well.
How old is that kid?
Who? Gulag
The
police?
Gulag police, yeah.
He's 44. So joke's on you, kid.
Kid. Look at everybody hashtagging Kerwin's stream. Wow, look at that. Kerwin. Wink, wink.
Wait, what happened? Sorry.
Wink, wink.
All right, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. This will be the last stream till I come back from the break, and we're gonna try to make it a good one. We will try to make it a good one for you.
Wow.
Oh shit!
It will be very good, very good for everybody.
Gotta shake the head. You gotta shake the head.
No, those are Indians. Indians bobble their heads. I don't know what's wrong with them, but Pakistanis don't bobble their heads. We don't do that.
Oh man.
Yeah. So if you look at the map, see Pakistan, no bobbing heads. These people here, they bob their heads everywhere.
Sir?
Wow, the world is so big.
World is huge.
Okay.
Countries that I never heard of.
All right. 3 minutes left. What are we doing over here? Putting a buy stop above the 30-minute candle.
Oops.
Putting a buy stop right over here. Did you close your sell stop? Yes. And putting a sell stop below the previous candle. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Get ready to rumble. Ay.
You know, if the sell stop gets activated, I'm probably gonna close that in profit, and then I might start taking buys around 1860, 62, 63 if we come down to that area.
Yeah, You will need to look at the 1 minute structure at that point. I mean, the 1 minute candles. The moment you see 1 minute candle closing bullish, and at the break of that one right there at the top, then it's coming again to the upside, but it's dangerous.
All right. All right. Raja, where is your stop loss? There is no stop loss. I'll have my mouse on the X button, whichever gets executed. All right, it's coming down. Gotta keep it moving down here a little bit. My whole idea is to keep the sell stop below the lows of the previous candle. So you can see how this candle is about to break the low of the previous one. So I'm going to keep it just below the low, because the whole concept of buy stops and sell stops is that if you have your sell stop below the candle and the next one breaks the low, there's a high probability price are going to continue moving down because it's breaking the low to create like another lower low, you know, and same thing goes for buys. Wow, you can see the spread on gold right now, 4 pips right now. 4 pips mean a $400 drawdown on a 10 lot. All right. Someone's palms are getting sweaty. Knees weak.
Wow.
Oh, mom spaghetti.
If that sell stop gets activated, I will be happy if we get to the 1855s.
Look at GJ spreads. Jeez.
Here we go. Oh, buy stop got activated. Buy stop got activated around 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12, 15. Oh. All right, there we go. Pushing 20 pips. 20 pips, 28 pips.
Secure.
And
Ooh,
close
nice.
right
Secure.
here.
Secure.
Close right here. We won today. We won today.
Secure.
We won today.
1880s, baby.
We beat the banks.
1880, baby.
We beat the banks.
Baby. 20 fucking pips. Let's go.
Beat the banks.
I'm telling you.
There you go. Congratulations, everybody.
Very nice. Hold your breath. This thing is gonna continue popping up.
Very nice.
Hold your breath.
Oh wow, look at that.
Man.
It's gonna
Still
continue
moving
popping.
over here.
Yeah, it's secure.
$2,400. Amazing day today.
Beautiful day, Raja. Raja, bye.
Oh, man.
Oh wow, still
telling
moving
you.
over here. What were the numbers?
It must be good numbers though.
Great.
But gold doesn't give an F. I'm telling you. Retail trader will fall for that trap.
Yeah, whoever made money on this gold trade today, man, listen, give a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel. I mean, it was so simple.
Someone's palms are getting sweaty.
What the
We
hell's
did it
going on?
again. We did it again.
Yes. We got it
Up we
done.
go.
Up we go.
28 pips.
Oh, wow.
And let's go! 1880, Raja! Bring me the horns!
1880 for Kerwin!
Amazing numbers! Beautiful.
Oh, wow. This thing is not even loading, man. There's so many people on Forex Factory.
Yeah, it's not loading.
It's not even loading.
Like, what the fuck is the number?
Whatever the numbers are, man, we made money. That's all what matters.
Beautiful. See that move?
Holy.
Very predictable, man. Gold.
Wow.
Gold is a blessing.
Ooh, 40 pips over here.
30, 35, 40, 45.
50.
Holy.
Nice. Kerwin still holding over there. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, sir. Still on.
2 minutes only.
Beautiful.
Damn,
All right.
only 2 minutes.
Now feel free to secure everything.
Easiest money made all week.
Man, all week.
I would say all week. Easiest money made all week.
Worse than expected.
Yeah, way worse than expected.
I recover myself.
I expect a pullback.
Oh wow, look at that. Came right up over here. Almost to potential target.
Yeah.
492. That's the number.
492?
Just the,
Yeah.
no, it was 559.
I got 492 on investing.com.
They adjusted it from 650 to
The forecast is 600, 650, and
650, and the
yeah,
actual was 559.
yeah, I'm getting 492 on investing.com. These numbers are fucking, they're everywhere.
Manipulation in the best.
Now, hold on. How come this NFP, the last streaming before, you know, Raja goes to Pakistan, how come we only have 858 likes? Come on, people.
You gotta bring the likes up. Come on, hit that like button.
Jesus. There's like 4,500 people watching. Come on, at least 2,000 likes for today, man. This
Somebody
streaming is
said
a blessing. Come on, man.
I am shaking, make 2K. That's good.
Where are my Latinos? Latinos, ¿dónde están los latinos ahí, man? Jesus Christ. I know que ellos no entienden mucho español, you know, pero come on, community. Come on, Latinos, let's go, man. Let's go. 2,000.
2,000.
Make it rain.
2,000.
Come on, Brazil, show your power.
Come on.
Guys from Australia, come on. Down under.
Let's go, man. We can do it. I know you can do it.
Colombia en la casa.
Ahí está. ¿Qué parce? ¿Qué más, mijo?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Beautiful.
Costa Rica en la casa.
1.5.
Beautiful.
Oh, someone said I'm shaking. I made $2,000 today.
Yeah.
And only donated £5. Nice,
and only
man.
donated 5. Que chimba, parce. 2K.
Beautiful, man. Raja, this move was amazing. Very predictable, man.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, for Forex Factory is not.
Yeah, it crashed. It even gave me my internet connection is unstable.
Wow. Can you imagine the number of people on this website right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. What happened to GA? Oh, GA fell down.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, damn.
And GJ?
US 30 went up. Oof. GU went to the moon.
Another good news site is Econo Day.
Yeah, let's see over here. Oh, wow.
559.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Uh-oh. And jobs are improving a little. With summer is coming through, so.
Yeah, summer's coming through. What was the unemployment rate over here? Oh, 5.8. Better. Very nice.
It's nice.
Very good, very nice.
The day Raja said I won't be doing it from tomorrow, then see 1,000 likes will come. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, what the hell is this? Have you ever got activated on buy stop and sell stop before? Because I got it and got burned on my account. How did you get your sell stop activated?
Maybe he had it really close.
Yeah.
Not the same sell stop that you had.
Yeah. Probably.
And there's no bottom wick.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe spread on standard account like Salim said.
Yeah, probably that could be the case. But I'm good, man. I made money today. That's all what matters.
Yeah. $200. That's good. Chilling.
Yeah, that's good, man. Like if you made over $100, blessed. If you made whatever you made in this move, this was like a minute, less than a minute move. Whatever you made, you should understand the power of trading in small intervals. You know, the whole idea is to come on the charts and to just grab a move, even if for like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that's it, call it a day after that. If you're making $2, just remember this. Down the road, those $2 are going to turn into $20, $200, $2,000. You know, but it just takes time.
Hey Raja, thank you so much for that. Do you mind if I ask a question to Kevin?
Hey, Ninad. Okay, yeah, sure, man, for sure.
Kevin, so you were talking about the retracement on 1 minute chart. So I was looking at it as the gold went up and then 1 minute created a bearish candle and then the next one broke the low. Is it something that always happens?
Usually, yeah. Usually, depending the zone that you have. Like for example, we had that that zone, the 1882, 1880s basically is the key level. So if it's rejecting that level, you may expect some sort of retracement to the area that gold left in this resistance 1873, 1874. That can be your pullback toward that area before the continuation. That doesn't mean that the gold is gonna drop toward this nasty range. For example, something like this. Most of the times, gold tends to create a high, then retrace really strong to the area that was left behind, and from here start creating some sort of support on the lower time frame as well. 1 minute or even 5 minutes is a stronger confirmation. But basically, what you don't want to see on gold is if the current basically 5 minutes. And remember, always pay attention to all the time frames. So even 15 minutes, 5 minutes, basically you don't want to see a candle leaving a long wick to the upside and the body of the candle closing below this area, because at the break of this area we can easily retest these lows over here. So if you grab price, let's say from the break of this area right here, and price went your way to this area, you have to be securing profits at that point. You don't have to try to be a master or be a cowboy holding a big pullback, because you don't know if gold is gonna come back and reject that wick to that is leaving right now. Now the best play right now, if you watch the lower time frames, is gonna be a candle leaving a long wick to the upside, right? And with momentum, what happened? With momentum, wicks get filled. That means that you may have a pullback toward this area, and then all of a sudden you will see another candle going this way. Yeah. But yeah, with the 1 minute, you can manage with the 1 minute, but I will say back test a lot until you understand how gold behaves at certain levels.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if you can cover for the stream while coach settles in Pakistan, and I'll help you.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, you know that I'm like a wild pony. I don't like having being trapped in one thing. That's why I haven't opened anything like a course or something like that. I enjoy my time. I go for a ride in the morning. I come back, and you guys will see that usually I'm here around 7:30. After dropping off my son, and you got a family. But I mean, if you do it, I will try to be there. Definitely, man. You got my support. I have some other guys that they're requesting if I can join them. So yeah, I'm not a problem. I mean, if you're running the streaming for New York, that would be nice.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Go ahead for it.
Yeah, Matt, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mac, you can do it, man.
Oh, there you have it. You have
Ninad support.
Now, if you can see gold on the lower time frames, see how this candle, the previous one, closed bearish but rejected that previous resistance, exactly the 1873.96. Now your best bet is that this 5 minute, the current 5 minute candle, which still have 3 more minutes, closing bullish. Now what happened if in the last 3 minutes this candle, instead of closing bullish, closed bearish below that resistance, then the pullback, the break to the upside was a fake out on the higher time frames, like an hour or so, and then the new 4 hour will have a retest to the upside, probably 1875, to continue down, because the weekly candle still looking nasty bearish, but the daily is looking good.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Kevin. I was actually looking at 2 minute candle, and literally touched 1874 and just bounced back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the kind of pullback that you want to see on gold. When gold is pulling back, you don't want to see gold closing below those previous areas, the previous resistance. I know my mouse is acting weird though.
24.
So
35.
example, yeah. So for example, if you see candles closing in this way like here, and coming to retest, like I said, the retest is coming to this area over here, But if the candle is just coming to this area and rejecting, man, the easiest play is gonna be the wick fill to the upside though. I grab another entry, another 52 pips on gold right now.
So basically, you wouldn't take anything right now. You would wait for the hour to close.
Yeah, I mean, I grab another entry. I closed the first one at the 1881, basically 1880.70. So I grab another entry right now, and my entry is at 1875, 75.83. After having the confirmation that the 1 minute rejected that resistance. Now the continuation is there. I mean, the daily was looking beautiful. That's why I was paying attention to the daily, because the daily with the long wick to the downside from liquidity that grabbed yesterday, man, was a key. And now the weekly is, I mean, it's playing, exactly what I was expecting to do. I'm expecting now that gold needs to create some sort of support around 1880 for the continuation next week. If you look at the weekly candle, Raja, you will see that the weekly candle body is closing above the previous structure to the left, and then that's the kind of confirmation that you want to have somewhere here, about this area right here, and it's rejecting basically this area right here. This was the previous area that is rejecting. So now it makes sense that the new weekly candle is gonna continue, giving you some sort of at least retest to the previous weekly candle. Like I will say, if you get a retest to the 1900, then doesn't matter if it's the next week is giving you the wick fill to the downside, but at least we're gonna have this retest to the upside. That's basically the weekly candle.
Thank you so much for the knowledge, Kevin. And
no problem.
Thank you, Raja.
Remember, it's
Thank you
only
so
the
much.
first week of the month as well, so you have to play the odds that the new month is gonna close bullish as well. So you go from there.
Yeah, it's just creating the down wake of the monthly candle, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's the odds that you have to play. How deep is gonna pull back? I mean, if you're a swing trader, how deep can this gold trade is gonna pull back? So that's why it's really important paying attention to all the time frames. This is something I learned from Ted.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, pay attention to all the time frames, and it's really easy."
Yeah, back then I wouldn't even look at the weekly on gold, but the daily, the 4 hour, and now I'm even looking into the weekly because the moves are so big, right? That I was expecting that retracement on gold to go down to 1855 for that previous resistance, which turns support now. We didn't get that touch, but we got close to that. We filled those wicks a little halfway through it.
Yeah.
We bounced off of it, created that level, and now it's off to the races. So but yeah, though all time frames on gold.
All time frames are aligning, man.
So you just gotta know the trend. If it's bullish, then follow it.
Now look at the 15-minute close, really nice bullish outside that nasty range that we created yesterday since pre-Asian session and London session.
Oh.
Now how big are the odds that gold is going to reverse the entire 15-minute candle? And if you have a pullback, the entire 15-minute candle engulfing that previous candle, then this is something else.
Can you go into the weekly rakeel real quick?
Yeah, the 15 hasn't got top wick.
Yeah,
on
actually,
my
you
chart.
see on the weekly, actually, we did touch this area right here. If you see it, let me actually draw it better. We did tap this, see that zone?
The zone.
Yeah, right there. That was the beautiful tap. Right there.
Yeah.
So that was that was your area. to get that liquidity, and then from there ride the buys up.
You watched the video that I sent to the Illuminati, Mac?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, because I was expecting this kind of move since last night after that rejection and price breaking above the 1865. I knew that if price is closing back in these ranges, it's a matter of time, just waiting for pullbacks to jump on.
Because this was just fake up.
Yeah, that can be considered fake up.
This move.
Yeah, that's what we talked about as well this morning. That if you're gonna move up, then maybe this move would be a fake up. But I guess the numbers, they helped it move up as well.
Yeah,
the numbers came clutch.
Those lines in there, I'm sorry.
Pound yen is in mess right now. But hey, congratulations everyone who caught the move today on gold. I would say just be patient with Friday. Don't overtrade. Yeah, so I'm gonna log off right now.
All right. Thank you.
Man.
All right, everybody,
Have a
take care.
good time, man.
Man, wishing you the best.
I will say flight back, Raja.
Take care, bro. Have a safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll fly back.
Be safe out there, Raja.
Yeah, thank you guys. So we're gonna be back.
Bye, baby. I love you.
All right. Shut off the fish market over there. So this was a live stream, the last one till 21st June. So we're gonna try to come back on the 21st June, and then yeah, I guess we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys then. So take care, have fun, don't overtrade, don't over risk. Yes, sir. Perfect.
Raja.
Safe travels.
Safe travels.
I just want to say something.
Hey, silence! Carving is gonna talk.
Team, it's been a blessing until the next streaming. I will be in touch with you guys all on Slack. So be safe out there. Don't overtrade. We'll be in touch. If anything, hit me up and I'll be there.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kervin.
Thanks, Kevin.
No problem.
Same thing here.
Thank you, boys. Take care.
We love you, Mac. We love you, Mac.
Vacation, Raja.
All right.
Thank you.